Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a trust, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your house like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on. And they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk. And move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hot behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Hard time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the
You already know this is about to be stupid.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on the drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't have mentioned it. That's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments. Caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like a Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors that labels as testing.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 3272 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beeshes, booshes, busses, hustles, and yahoos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beescast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you bees.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, welcome to the show. Happy 3272 Monday, April the 20th. Schwam. Hashtag SwoleFam for a chance to win today's Swole Cards. Accountability Monday, so we have awesome new releases. We are going to get into some SwoleFam accountability posts and, of course, take some questions. So in the Knowledge Cock portion, you can drop your questions in the comments, hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We'll get to them in the Knowledge Cock portion. Thanks for being here. All the links down below to join the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com. And of course, leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcast, anywhere you bang your ear holes. Live stream on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. Now, fam, let's get into today's episode. Today I'm rocking the Toxic Muscularity Pump Cover, the oversized tee. It's one of my favorites. Go check it out. 20% off. Actually, buy one, get one 50% off over at papaswolio.com. But we'll get into that when we get into those new releases. First, fam, let's jump into it. It's time for the tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, I asked the Swole fam yesterday, what is your biggest win this past week? Now, of course, we do this every week, and it's important to reflect and also to look forward. Sometimes I ask, what are you working on this week? What'd you do last week? What was a win? What was a loss? What was something you're struggling with? And it just kind of gets reframed different times, gets you to think about different things. So if you didn't answer this question yet, you could drop in the chat down below, and you could also still respond to the Swole text. We will take more responses over the next day or two because we get a lot and we can't get to all of them in today's episode. I know, but we're going to get to a bunch. Let's kick it off first with Isaiah. Isaiah says, shit, Papa, let me tell you. Been steady killing the workouts this past week, and honestly, my biggest win has been the increase in resistance and overload on all my lifts. The app has definitely helped me keep track of workouts better, and I'm loving the growth. That's what she said. Almost don't want to take recovery days because of the strength increase, but obviously needed. Now, this is a common trap, right? You're doing great, and the feeling is, I could do more. I could do another set. I could do another workout. Let me just skip I was going to take an off day, but let me just do another one. If something is working, keep going, because a common trap is that when you feel like you could do more, it's because you're recovering. It's because your training is on point. Then you add more, and then slowly over time, it starts to wear you down and wear down the edges, kind of like a rock getting worn down in a stream. The stream isn't going fast, but over the course of years and years and years, the rock is going to be smoothed by all the particles and the water and the molecules wearing it down and just the erosion. So you have to think about this. Just because something is working now doesn't mean it's going to work in a week or two. If you feel great right now, it might lead to you being overworked or overtrained and under-recovered in a week or two. So it's always a balance. It's always give and take. You're never just stagnant with your body. You're never just, hey, my muscle's maintaining now. You're either building or you're losing. You're gaining bone density, you're losing bone density. Your body is always in flux. So you constantly want to keep it at that proper anabolic state. You want to make sure that you're recovering enough for the stimulus. And also you don't want to be wearing yourself down. So just keep in mind that just because something's working now doesn't mean it's going to continue to work. And you want to be on the lookout for those signals that might mean you need an extra recovery day or to pull back on the volume. The tendency is to do more because you feel great, but just be aware of that trap. Just be aware of that trap, because you can easily, hey, I feel great, and you push yourself harder, and then guess what? You stop feeling so great because you're doing extra and you're fatiguing yourself. So just keep that in mind, but it's good stuff. That's a good sign. Karen says, my 13-year-old daughter consistently wanting to go to the gym with me for the past few months. The past week, she has reached out of her comfort zones. That's what I'm talking about. Good for you, Karen's daughter. Kelly says, I stuck to my nutrition plan. Simple, straightforward. That was your biggest win? Good for you, Kelly. Keep it up. Leslie says, staying active with the family and staying on track with my nutrition at a birthday party and Easter lunch. Good. Sometimes the biggest win is not something mind-blowing. It's just, hey, I set out I did what I set out to do. And that's excellent. That's a huge win. That's the way it should be. So good stuff. Michelle says, hey, Bish, biggest win this week with my hex bar deadlift at 225 pounds. Good for you, Michelle. Robert says, yo, ran my first 10K lifted heavy and ate a lot of steak.
Hi, puppy.
All right, Robert, eating that meat, lifting heavy, and good for you on the 10K. I remember those. Victoria says, I went 3 miles on my bike wearing a 30-pound weighted vest. It was through a cow pasture with hills and holes. I felt amazing when I was done. Is that beneficial, wearing a weight vest when you're on a bike? Interesting. I haven't heard of people doing that. Anyway, good for you. Sounds like everyone is on point. Ellie's here. Better late than pregnant. I agree. Well, pregnant's good too. All right, let's get into some swole cock. Let's get into some questions. Drop in the comments down below. Here we have the Tainty Man. Aww. He's sleeping. He loves his donut, bro. Yo, he loves his donut. Drop that hashtag in the comments down below. Hashtag SwoleFam for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's get into some questions. Let's load up some interwebs. Let's get some questions going. Drop them in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And let's get into it. I think we're going to get some good stuff. All right. Let's see some questions. The Tainty Man is sleeping. Hashtag SwoleFam. Let's get into the first question from Instagram stories. Drop your questions in the comments down below. I'm not seeing YouTube comments pop up yet, but if you're on YouTube, drop your comments. Hopefully they pop up. I'm seeing Rumble just fine. That 3.7 guy, Papa Swolio, what is the best way to drop fat, build muscle, get quality sleep, get rid of inflammatory foods? Go to swolenormousx.com and download the 7 pillars. Danilo, TT7, Papa Swolio, what would be your best advice for an ex-athlete who didn't train and eat properly for so long to get back into it? Get on a quality training program, join the Swole fam, start 90-day dash or maximum swole, get on your proper nutrition, and get back to it. That's what I would recommend to anyone. Someone who's never worked out or an ex-athlete, you got to get back on the pony and stop falling off and set up habits properly so you don't fall off. There's no reason to fall off your habits because if you're falling off your habits, they're not habits. Mark, shout out to Chirac, Papa Swolio. Are there benefits of doing a banded hack squat or is it a form of cheating yourself? Genuinely curious. So good question. Banded hack squat, for those that don't know, I guess it depends on the hack squat machine, how you can set it up, but you tie a band to the actual sled portion that goes up and down, and you anchor it to like the back of the machine. So what a band will do is as you get lower in the squat on a hack squat, it will stretch. So it makes the bottom of the movement easier and the top of the movement harder. So that's ideal if you want to focus more on quads. So if you're doing hack squat, it's going to hit your adductors also when you get into a deep squat. Depending on where you put your foot position, if you put it closer to the bottom, it's going to hit more quads. But if you kind of put your heels down, even if it's a low foot position, you'll get a lot of knee flexion. But in the hole, when you're deep in the squat, let's say ass to grass or getting low, you're going to get a lot of adductor work also, that posterior adductor magnus. So if you want to smooth out the portion, doing a banded hack squat is similar to making it a pendulum squat, where it's harder when the quads are strongest. So it just smooths out the profile a little bit. I do this on my incline Smith machine chest press. I'll put a thin red band on my Smith machine, so it makes it a little bit easier at the bottom part, the stretch portion of the chest, which is fine because you do want stress down there, but it smooths out the profile because even though you want that tension when the chest is stretched, you're also the weakest at that position. So it makes it a little bit easier to push out of the hole and smooths it out and gets stronger as you go up, but it doesn't overload the triceps more. It just kind of smooths out the stress on the chest. Same thing with the reverse banded hack squat. If you don't have access to a pendulum squat or a Cybex squat press, the reason why those are beneficial is because it gets harder when you get closer to knee extension. So it targets the quads a little bit more when they're strongest. So if you want your hack squats to target a little bit more quads, you can play around with a banded hack squat, and then it'll target the quads more when you're strongest, and it'll take a little bit of pressure out of the bottom. So it won't be as much adductor work. It'll be more quad focused. So definitely a good idea to try. And I think everyone's going to be a little bit different. Depends on what kind of band you use. Every band is different, but maybe one of those like green bands is probably good. Depends on how much weight you're putting on there. You have to use a pretty sizable band if you're loading up the weights. And then figuring out what kind of band you like the most for what weight you're lifting and see how it goes. Perla Grado, I want that handsome dog guy life. Look at that guy. Look at that handsome boy. He's so pretty. Aww. Look at that big old pupper paw. He's just knocked out. Hashtag Swole fam for a chance to win today's Swole card. Anyone else do banded hack squats? See, I have a hack squat machine and I have a pendulum squat. So personally, I haven't tried the banded hack squat on my hack squat machine just because right next to it, I have a pendulum squat. So if I want to do a pendulum squat, I just do that. But I like both. And I have 2 leg presses. I have one that is like the Cybex squat press, so it mimics the pendulum. And then I have a linear leg press. So I have linear and I have pendulum for either the squat or for the leg press. So I made sure that I got both of those machines. That way I could have that variety. But if you just have a hack squat machine, you could make it more pendulum-y. by using a reverse band. Mr. James 911, Papa Swole, would getting a fat burner supplement be a good idea when starting your training and diet? No, fat burner supplements are a scam. You don't need that shit. You're better off doing an elimination diet, really getting your nutrition in order, and getting on a quality strength training program and sleep and all the things that are not romantic, but will get you the most results long term. So I don't use a fat burner, never have. I've tried them before. Made you feel weird. It was just like a bunch of caffeine. You don't need that crap. You don't need that. People still use fat burners? Do people still use fat burners or is Pop Ozempic now? Mitch Young, 1776. Good year. I go gym every day, but sad voice don't go away. Any tips? You don't go to gym enough, or you don't go hard enough. When you go hard enough in gym, sad voice go away. Sad voice goes away. Sad voice goes away.
Come on, stop whining.
Mitch, I bet it's because you don't bench 225. Once you bench 225, for those that don't know, it's just science. When you hit 225, depression just disappears. So if you have any kind of like issues with depression or mood, when you bench 225, it just evaporates. So just science. It's really just science.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
In fact, I'm going to tweet that right now. Hashtag the more you know. It should be like the hashtag the more you know, the more you lift. Hashtag the more you lift. Cerny says, I do have to say your advice on keeping my Smith bar all the way up and hanging a towel on the ends has worked. No head injuries this week. I'm telling you, that's the best. Whenever I set up my Smith machine, when I'm done, I just put it all the way to the top. Sometimes I walk around it because there's plants. We have vines in that area. I have a whole trellis where there's vines growing. So I'm used to like grabbing it and moving around it, but not before I've hit my head on it a couple times. So if you have a Smith machine, watch out for that bar. It'll get you. It will fucking get you, and it will not feel good. Hudson Long 06, Papa Swole, is it bad that I only train and sleep? Well, you do other things. You breathe. You can meditate. You go to work, make some money. No, it's not bad. You're focused. You're focused on self-improvement. Focus on learning skills, developing wealth, making money for yourself, building a career, following your passions, doing all those things, finding your purpose in life, and focus on self-improvement. That's what you should be doing at your age. I'm assuming you're a younger person. But that's great. JJ Silmani 2.0. What's your workout routine? Like, what body parts do you hit each day of the week? I did yesterday. Over the weekend, check out the Swolosophy episodes on the YouTube feed, on the Daily Swole feed on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Yesterday, I did one on frequency, talking about twice a week versus 3 times a week. And Saturday, I did some content kind of related to that type of stuff and frequency and program design and customizing your splits and stuff like that. So lately, what I've been doing is probably about 3 times a week. I've been doing 3 times a week, every other day, taking an extra day when I need to, doing full body, but just prioritizing certain body parts and training body parts generally anywhere between 2 and 3 times a week overall. And you can customize your split. And yesterday's episode, just to kind of touch on that, if you haven't listened to it yet, listen to it after the show today. Make sure that you sit down. A lot of you want to build muscle everywhere, which is totally fine. But just make sure that, hey, if there's body parts you're trying to prioritize, look at your programming. Are you training them first? Are you prioritizing them with more frequency? And are you progressively overloading those body parts? Because some of you have specific things you're trying to work on. If you have specific things you're trying to work on, put those first and train them more frequently and work your split around it. You don't have to start with the push-pull legs or an upper, lower, or full body. Start with your priority body parts and then organize your split around that. That's a great way to do it because you want to train those body parts first. And you want to train them more frequently. So you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up to hit those 2 to 3 times a week. Let's see. Jordy Dobbs on TikTok. Papa Swole, do you sometimes think your expectations for normal people have a job are too much? No. I have a job. I have work. I've trained my entire life. I don't think my expectations are too much. I think people don't have high enough expectations for themselves, and they don't like themselves, and they project their insecurities and their anxiety and their fears into the world and act like they're suppressed or they don't have time because of what other people are doing. You make the time. We all have 24 hours in the day. Maybe you work a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6 or a 12 to 12. Fine. Either you do it or you don't. And if you don't like your job or the job that you have or the work that you do, it's too taxing, learn a skill and do something else. It might take time. It's not going to snap your fingers and you're going to, hey, I'm a plumber now. You have to maybe go to vocational school, right? You go to trade school and you learn a new skill and then you have different working hours. You go to the gym first in the morning or on the weekends or whatever it is, but you prioritize. You all eat food, right? If you eat food, make better food. Don't go out and buy it. Prepare it in advance. Make better food choices. You have $200 a week, $100 a week for food. Make better choices. Prepare in advance. It's like you do it. Stop making excuses. You're not a victim. We all the same time. Everyone has a different schedule based on their habits, where they were born, how they were born, education. Okay, but now you have information. You have the knowledge of the cumulative knowledge of the entirety of human existence. You have AI at your fingertips. You can learn skills and develop a life that you want to live. You still have to prioritize and work towards it, but still take care of your health. You're eating food. You're drinking water. Drink electrolytes. Eat better food. Instead of sitting around watching movies every night, go to the fucking gym early, get to bed early, read books. You can still change your habits. You could change your habits. People just don't want to. It's uncomfortable. K20 Peter, when you lose motivation to go to the gym, how can you get it back? By having purpose, setting yourself up for success, planning in advance, and doing the things that you need to do because you need to do them for yourself and for your future self and for your family and the people around you. You don't lose motivation. You don't need motivation. So it doesn't matter if you lose it if you don't need it in the first place. And motivation's bullshit, right? Motivation is a lying, untrustworthy whore, and she'll leave you the first chance she gets. So stop simping yourself out for motivation. Go to the fucking gym. Any other questions? Drop in the comments. If you're not on the email list, fam, this is your chance. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com. You get the latest notifications, but you'll also get my emails. You'll get my knowledge cock in your inbox. I'm sending out a lot of great content to the email. And respond, and then I'll feature you on the show. Yes, sir. All right. More questions. Drop in the comments, and then we will move on to and I just saw something on X from Mike Benz. He says, it has officially been 3 months since Trump took office. Just 3 months. Can you believe that? 3 months. Doesn't seem like 3 years. The way the liberals are crying about Trump, it seems like it's been a decade. 3 months. I will tell you, I'm not going to be tired of this for another 4 fucking years. I can't believe we have 4 more years. It's great. So enjoyable. So much stuff going on. So much going on, and also so little going on. It's both. There's so little going on and so much going on at the same time. If you keep your head down, you're focused on your shit, there isn't a lot going on. Just unplug from the internet a little bit. Stay up to date. Listen to the podcast. I'll give you some of the latest. We'll talk shop. People ask questions and things like that. But focus on your life. Focus on your 7 pillars. You don't have to get distracted by all. You can still make your plans and prepare for disasters and just keep your head down. Things aren't as bad as it seems. May you live in interesting times, and we certainly do. So enjoy those interesting times. At least we have the internet and Netflix, and we got food delivery. We have it pretty easy in this world. We really do. A lot of us have it. I don't want to say easy, but we're fortunate. We're fortunate to benefit from all the trials and tribulations from the humans that have come before us. So let's not let it go to waste. Do your best for yourself and the people around you, and that's all you can ask for. That's what life is. Hair and beard looking, thank you. Hair and beard looking amazing, Papa. Happy belated Easter weekend to you and Mama Swole. Why, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Garage Gain says JM Press or Dips. Well, they're both great. JM Press is going to be a little bit... Well, it depends on what you have access to. JM Press is great. Personally, I do JM Presses. I haven't done dips in a bit. There are great dip machines. You can do dips, but JM Press is fantastic. JM Press is great for the middle and short head of the triceps. Dips will get you that too, but you're going to get a lot more shoulder and chest and other things in there. So if you like one over the other, do them, but JM Presses are great. Ollie D, how do I get the best out of the gym? My goal is to lose weight and gain muscle, but I get a bit bored. Your goal is to lose weight and build muscle, so that's kind of everyone. No one's going to the gym to get fat, so you pretty much want to build muscle. Forget about losing weight. Focus on building muscle. You don't want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. Danny, hey Pop, a question. I try to be in a calorie deficit while maintaining my carnivore diet. Is there any way I can get a high protein intake while maintaining a deficit? Sure, but why are you obsessing about a deficit? Focus on building muscle. You're not going to be able to overeat. It's going to be very hard to overeat with carnivore. You're doing carnivore. Is there any way to get high protein intake while maintaining a deficit? Yeah, that's all you're eating when you're carnivore. You're pretty much you're just eating protein and fat. That's all you're getting. Again, I always say I'm fine with people trying carnivore. I just don't think it's ideal for heavy lifting. I didn't like it. I didn't like just straight carnivore. All right, questions. How do I contact you for t-shirt collabs? We don't do any collabs like that, but thanks for asking. We do have new merch today. We're dropping new merch in a second, or in a little bit after we get through the last couple questions that are straggling in. So we're going to do some new release. We've got some new merch over at papaswolio.com. Buy one, get one 50%. Link is in bio if you're watching on TikTok. papaswolio.com. Buy one, get one 50% off. Lots of good shit. Lots of good stuff. Sam, looking for high fiber snack sources. Why? I like edamame. Oof. But might need some other options. Why do you need high fiber snack sources? If you're not hungry for protein, you're not hungry. That's okay. That's what I meant. I wanted to promote your shirts. I believe in your message. Yeah, well, shout them out. papaswolio.com. If you get some merch, tag me in your Instagram stories. We like to share people flexing on the merch. Maybe we'll do some affiliate stuff. Maybe we'll do some affiliate stuff for merch. That could be fun. But definitely tag me in your merch pics. Tag me in your stories, fam. Yeah, I wouldn't eat edamame, like soybeans. Nah, don't eat that crap. That's not helping you. Soy, genetically modified, glyphosate, atrazine, tons of pesticides. That's not a good source of fiber or protein. All right, last chance. Last chance for questions. Going once, going twice. Yeah, don't send me dick pics or butthole pics or... I've got them all. Please don't send me anymore. Don't. I don't see them. My poor team has to get exposed to that. All right, Mr. Mustard. Mr. Sweet Mustard. Loving his inflatable donut. Did it. He did it for the donut. All right, let's go into some videos and let's get into some new releases from members over at swolenormousx.com. So fam, if you're watching on TikTok, come on over to the Daily Swole on Rumble or YouTube for the rest of the show, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the merch sales. All the links to the podcast and the app and everything, programs, everything is over there at papaswolio.com. Link is in the bio. So go and check that out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And let's get into some more juicy releases. Let me scroll back up. All right, let's get into some recipes, shall we? Balls deep time. Let's get some releases and balls deep. Let's do both.
That's deep.
Let's do both. Let me see what we got here. April 19th. What's today? 20th. That was 2 days ago. All right. Actually, I'm going to share a couple things. I thought this was funny. I said better than the actual Snow White movie. This is on the 18th. I don't know if we showed this in the show. But I love this account. It's taking Snow White, Rachel Ziegler, and just like putting like
I ain't got a
Simple Jag
brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy. You make me happy.
This is the proper use of AI. This is the proper use of AI. This is better than the actual Snow White movie. That's from the actual movie. All right, check this, fam. NBC poll, the opinion of Trump. Look at these numbers. This is not mind-blowing. We know this. So this guy breaks it down. White men, no degree, is plus 41 for Trump. White men that went to college, plus 1 for Trump. So there's a huge difference, but still positive. White women, no degree, plus 14 for Trump. White women, college degree, negative 38. So look at the difference here. White men, college, plus 1. White women, college, negative 38. So people that didn't get indoctrinated in school are pro-Trump. People that went to indoctrination institutions are either neutral or negative 38 for Trump. So you go to college, they're going to teach you to hate, or they're going to teach you to love the state, love authoritarianism, love the government, love corporate bloat. This is some sick, weird, twisted shit. This is indoctrination. This is proof. This is just proof of what's happening in institutions. So college is a scam. Don't send your kids to college unless you want them to be woke-tards.
See this. White women with at least a college degree, the only group of white voters that really kind of is on the left politically, aligned with progressive causes, democratic politics. Give you an example here. It's that DEI question, right here that we asked about in our poll. We had 2 big statements we read to voters. Basically, do you want to continue DEI programs or do you think they should be ended? And again, look at this divide here. White men, no degree, end it. White men with a degree, end it, they say. White women, no degree, end it, they say, by double digits. And then white women with a college degree, completely different by a nearly 40-point margin. They say to continue DEI. See this. White women with a...
Yeah, so tell me that white college liberal women aren't the problem. I mean, the men aren't helping there, plus 1, but obviously you could see the difference between people that have gone to college. Look, I went to college. I'm also just not retarded because I didn't buy into the propaganda and all that stuff. It was kind of a little bit on the early side for that. But looking back, I definitely saw some things, but I never bought into that kind of stuff. I never bought into the groupthink, as you all can tell. But it never really came to my attention. But I definitely, looking back on it, I saw different things and I realized what it was now. But yeah. So that's not a surprise, but it's just more and more evidence of what's actually happening. And this cartoon is great. This is on my X account. So it's a cartoon. At the top it says logic not found. And this is at an airport counter. So if you're just listening, it's an airport counter and it says 50 pounds max. And it shows a fat woman putting a suitcase on the scale. And it shows a not fat woman putting a suitcase on the scale. So there's a 300-pound woman and a 120-pound woman in 2 different split frames. The 300-pound woman has a bag that's 49 pounds, so it's under that limit. And the counter is like smiling. He's like, yay, this is good. Then you have a 120-pound woman with a bag on the scale that's 51 pounds, and it shows the attendant angry. It's 1 pound over. So it's really interesting. It's a really interesting picture because you see she's bringing less weight on the plane. She's 120 pounds. She hasn't eaten herself into obesity. And her bag is 1 pound over. So she has to take out, 5 packs of underwear. In other words, to get rid of that 1 pound. You can't get on the plane because your bag is 1 pound over. But if you're 300 or 350 fucking pounds and your bag is okay, it's like, you're fine to get on the plane. So what are we really doing here? Honestly, you should pay for the poundage you're bringing on the plane, period. You probably should pay for the poundage of yourself. You should step on a scale. How much weight are you flying through the sky? Your bag, maybe you don't have a carry-on, but you're 500 pounds. So tell me this isn't fat privilege. Why is this thin privilege? right? Again, it's always the opposite. The narrative is always the opposite with the Marxist. It's always the opposite. It's not thin privilege. That's why they're saying thin privilege. It's actually fat privilege. They're complaining about thin privilege when actually fat people have the benefit. You can be 400 pounds, get on a plane and pay for one seat. But the person that takes care of their health and is 120 pounds, you don't get any benefits. You can't bring on more luggage because you don't have a fat ass. You have to, it's such a weird, it's a grift. But it makes sense. It makes sense. And I tweeted this and I said, I'm happy to pay more for my gains. Wouldn't that be great? You're jacked. I get on a plane. It'd be something to brag about. My ticket was $350 because I'm fucking swole. I don't mind stepping on a scale and being like, yeah, 220. Charge me, motherfucker. Hell yeah. I'm bringing gains on this plane. It should be for the overall weight. You're bringing 500 pounds, you pay per pound. If you buy meat at a store, what do you buy? Sorry, I thought I muted. I thought I hit the mute button. If you're buying meat at a store, it's like, oh, ribeyes are $25 a pound. But if you get 100 pounds of ribeyes, maybe you get a $5 discount on each pound, right? You buy in bulk. Why can't you do that for a plane? Maybe you get a discount, a little bit of a discount if you're like 500 pounds, but not, it's marginal. Maybe you get a little bit of a discount per pound, but you're still paying more. So maybe it's scaled or something, pun intended. Why not? Hey, I'm bringing a 100-pound bag and I'm 200 pounds. So you're paying for 300 pounds. You're paying for how much weight you're flying through the sky. That's what causes fuel. That's what makes it harder for a plane to take off or has to refuel or can't go as far if it's flying more mass through the sky. It just makes sense. So what are we paying for? You should be paying for pounds. If we're paying for luggage and the poundage matters for the luggage, why wouldn't the fat ass matter? It matters. Either the weight matters or it doesn't, correct? Either it matters or it doesn't. If that 1 pound of your luggage makes a difference, then shouldn't the 100 pounds extra on your body make a difference? So think about that. Think about it. Let's get into some releases.
What's in the box?
First one, in the all-new Swolenormous app, we got smoked salmon omelet. That's interesting. Salmon and eggs. Is that a thing for people? Is that a thing that you're going to be eating? I'm not, but that sounds like a weird combo. I'll just take some bacon or some steak or just the eggs. I'm sure it's good. I'll eat it. If someone put it in front of me, I'd eat it, but come on now. Come on now. Do we really need salmon? Do we really need fish for breakfast? Do we? Like I said, I'll eat it. If I'm hungry, I'll eat it, but let's do another one.
What's in the box?
We got 3 new recipes every week. No problems here. Cajun shrimp. We like that. All right, that's going to taste good. Spicy. Straight from the quarter. Cajun shrimp. Get yourself some Cajun shrimp. Now available in the Swolenormous app. Isn't that exciting? Cajun shrimp. My goodness. We got one more recipe.
What's in the box?
And of course, hey, this one's for the people. Butter-basted ribeye steak. Let's fucking go.
Boom shakalaka!
I am the danger.
No complaints there. Everyone's like, dope. Butter-basted ribeye steak. Now we're talking. We got 3 featured products today, or featured classes. Featured yoga class this week is with Rachel, level 2 detox flow with sound healing. Let's go.
I gave it a
great class.
10. A 10.
Sound healing is dope. Check it out. Get that surround sound up and blast this class. Featured yoga class, level 2 detox flow with sound healing. We have Swollen 7 core round 6 for the featured Swollen 7, and this week's workout is Upper Burn 1. So check it out. Now available in the Swolenormous app. Of course, you can download it in the App Store and Google Play. Your entire fitness experience in the palm of your hand. Get access to all the amazing features of the app that we dropped a few months ago. It's brand new and it is bumping. We're making it, we're tweaking it, we're adjusting it, making it more efficient every single day. Offline downloads, schedule your workouts. We got the community over there, custom playlists and favorites and history, daily journal, stream it to your TV, and so many more features. So It makes all the amazing content that you get on the site. Same login, same username. You get access to the web and to the app. So check it out, SwolleNormousX.com, and join the fam today. Get access to all those amazing features, and everything that we're dropping today is available in the app. So make sure you go and check it out, bro. We got class, we got new yoga, and we got new merch. You're going to like them both. Who's ready? Who be ready? Oh, let's do a video. I think we have a video. Let's do a video before we get into those last two releases. We'll start off with this one. This one's called Weight Loss Theory.
What's in the box?
Weight Loss Theory.
That you gain weight from the emotions of not feeling safe or not feeling comfortable in where you are in that current moment. And because you do not feel safe, your body is storing fat for you. Fat helps keep you safe. It keeps your organs safe and functioning so that you can live another day. Now, you are getting bigger because you want to create something externally. However, whatever kind of emotions you have going on within you, because you do not feel safe, you are not able to expand outwardly in the way you want to. So your body begins to expand. But when you feel safe within your body, whenever you feel safe within your community and your ability to show up in the world the way you want to, the weight is then released. And by moving your body, energy and motion, emotions, you are able to release the emotions that are no longer serving you, to feel safe, and to release the weight that you do not want.
Shut up, bitch!
I don't like small, quiet talking. Oh my God, this one has to be last. I don't like the small, quiet. Shut up, go to the fucking gym. All right, new yoga, and then we're going to do 2 more videos.
What's in the box?
It's going to be lit. Brand new yoga class. I'm telling you, a lot of people are asking about shoulders. Hey, how do I fix my shoulder? I have this tear. I have issues with my shoulder. I'm saying dead hangs, posterior rotator cuff. Check out the shoulder awareness program in Swole Normus X. Great class express from Alex. Brand new shoulder mobility flow.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Shoulder mobility flow. So if you have anything with your shoulders, this is a kind of great thing. You might learn some certain moves that you like to do before an upper body day. This could be great after an upper body day if you have existing shoulder issues, whatever, warming them up, opening up the shoulders. Again, a lot of these classes are great because you learn certain moves that you can isolate. You don't have to necessarily do the whole class. Once you do the class, oh, this one really felt great for my shoulders. Cool. Do it every day. Do it every morning. You could just kind of customize your own little flow based on some of these movements. Or maybe you like doing the whole class at night, but you're going to learn different things that you can do during different periods of the day and integrate it into your life. So thank you, Alex, for a great class. Now available, the Swole Normus app, Express Shoulder Mobility Flow with Alex. That's fire. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. This video is called Parents.
What's in the box?
Ooh, parents.
And this is why I will keep saying that as parents, it is not our job to prevent fatness. It is our job to help them build a positive relationship with food and a positive relationship with themselves. It's our job to help them have an open-minded perspective that all bodies are good bodies. The bodies come in different shapes and sizes. That there is no morality in having a smaller body than someone else, and that we shouldn't discriminate against people who have different bodies to us. And if you are a parent who thinks that the only way to have a positive relationship to food and yourself is to be thin, please understand that is rooted in anti-fatness and diet culture. We are living in an incredibly fat-phobic society, and our children are growing up in that society right now. But whilst they may not be seeing the same messages we saw in the 90s because we don't have magazines and things like that, do know that fat shaming is alive and well. But this is a really great opportunity for us to raise young people who become adults who don't have to repeat these messages. So just remember that intention and impact are 2 very different things, and your intentions may be good, but the impact it could have on your child can last a lifetime.
Oh, okay. All right, fam, if you're watching on Rumble, hit the thumbs up button, please. We got 2 more releases. We got brand new merch, and we have one more video. I think maybe we have to do this before the merch just because the title of this, we have to do this first. Who wants merch? Drop in the comments down below. Hashtag SwoleFam for a chance to win today's Swole card. We got to do this. Fam, we got to do this video first. So drop in the comments. Let's get some clamoring for the brand new merch, but we have to do this video first because I want to end on a good note. And this video is called Butt Plug Book. It's called Butt Plug Book. All right. So not safe for work. Not like the show is safe for work, but just keep in mind, this one's called Butt Plug Book. I'm assuming there's a book about butt plugs for kids. I'm assuming that's what it is, but let's just
on butt plugs. And I said that I think that in high school groups where unfortunately we know that students are having sex and that I think that safe sex is always important, safe sex practices are always important, and that is a type of, that's queer sex, so that's not heteronormative sex, and then you called it disgusting. So you told me that the sex that my counterparts have is disgusting, and I don't see how that is not openly homophobic.
The reality is it's not openly homophobic because that means that you think...
To call queer sex disgusting?
You
don't think that's homophobic?
That means that you think that only homosexual couples use butt plugs.
No, they absolutely don't.
Heterosexual couples use butt plugs as well.
So do you think that just butt plugs are disgusting?
And so I'm saying that
why is this a conversation?
Minors about this is disgusting.
Look at her eyes.
So I guess that comes into a abstinence-only education versus safe-sex education.
It's not abstinence only. It's not safe sex. Because at the end of the day, a butt plug is not going to create a child. It's not going to have an issue on a person that relates to catching an STD unless the actual butt plug is not properly sanitized.
Exactly, and I think that's what that book was detailing, is how to safely use those instruments.
Educate children on how to use butt plugs. Children, if you're an adult and that is what you want to do, if that's what stimulates you and gets you off, you know.
How is this a conversation? This person just can't put 2 and 2 together to equal 5. They just can't comprehend that, oh, we shouldn't be teaching children about sexual kinks. This isn't sexual education. This is kink education. These people are fucking predators.
Have at it.
Sexy time.
Are you a parent?
I'm not a parent.
Oh, you're not a parent. Okay.
No shit.
And you are a parent?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
And so, as a father, 3, 2 boys and a girl, I don't want anyone teaching my child how to use sex toys of any kind. That is.
Oh, it just cuts off? Jesus Christ. Yeah, homeschool your kids. Keep them away from these sexual predators because that's what they are. Sick people, sick, twisted people that are fetishizing, like they're just adult children. They never grew up and they're just like preying on the innocence of children. It's really fucking sick. It's really some sick, twisted shit. And of course it's framed as homophobic, or you want us to be erased. You want us to be eliminated. You know, you're threatening us. No, you're fucking assaulting. You're psychologically raping our kids. It's fucking twisted. It's super twisted. These people are deranged. Okay. Well, let's get into new merch. Fam, now available over at papaswolio.com. Who's ready for merch? Merch. Boom shakalaka!
Mr. Strickland.
Merch. Brand new merch. Fam, that video was absolutely retarded with a hard R. It was retarded. That video was retarded. We cover a lot of retarded things in the show, but you know what is not retarded, fam? You know what's not retarded? Notretarded.com. Notretarded.com. New merch. Now, we had someone on TikTok that wanted to be an affiliate, wanted to promote the merch. Cool stuff. Maybe we'll have some actual structure set up in the future where you can promote the site and actually get commissions and stuff on sharing papaswolio.com. I'm open to that. But notretarded.com is the best way that you can essentially call everyone else retarded, and they're going to go to the website, and notretarded.com goes to, well, let me show you. If you open up a web browser and you go to the site www.notretarded.com, oh, it won't go? Ah, it goes. It goes to papaswolio.com. Yeah, it goes to papaswolio.com. There we go. Not, because I www, not retarded. Not retarded.com. Why does it have trouble finding the site? Why is it not working? Oh, I put I forgot the com. I forgot the C. All right, there we go. So it does work. Cool. That's awesome. Not retarded. And so someone gets offended, right? So here's the thing. If someone gets offended and they're like, oh my God, you shouldn't say that word. You're like, no. Just tell them this. No. This is not retarded. So when people will say like, whoa, you can't have that word. That offends me. And you can say, no. It's not retarded. I'm not talking about retarded. I'm not saying the word retard. I'm saying not retarded. I'm not saying something bad. Not retarded. This is not retarded. And then what are they going to complain about? No. You can say, oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, retarded. That's not a good word, but this is not retarded. So we're in agreement. But no, this is not retarded. This is not retarded.com. Going to the fucking gym is not retarded.com. It's not retarded. So some of you are like, I can't wear that shirt. That's fine. But others here are like, I cannot wait to wear this shirt. I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to wear it all the time, and I'm going to get a flag and hang it outside my window. Some of you are like, I am going to make sure I wear this wherever possible. I'm going to get it in every color and get the stickers. Get the sticker and put it on the back of your fucking bumper. It's not retarded. It's just not retarded. Very, very simple. Very simple. It's not retarded.com. But that offends me. No. It's not retarded. Why would that offend you? It's not retarded. We agree. We don't like the word retarded. We're not retarded. It's not retarded.com. And then people are going to go there, and then it's going to go right to the merch store. So not retarded.com. Simple, direct. I can't wait to wear this in a video. I think I got the orange one. I think I have the orange one and like a blue one coming. So I'm just going to wear these in videos and tell people go to the fucking gym. They're like, oh my God, what's he wearing? I can't wait to wear this shirt because it's not retarded.com. And guess what? People are going to see that shirt and they're like, not retarded.com. They're going to go, boom, buy one, get one 50% off merch. Isn't that fantastic?
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
How is that available? Can someone tell me how this website was available? How is notretarded.com? Retarded. I'm testing it again because I had like an issue. Okay, now it just goes. Notretarded.com. How is that available? How is that available, by the way? It blows my mind. It made me so happy. I typed it in. I'm like, it's not going to be available. It was available. Okie dokie. Fine. Fastest purchase ever. First time didn't work. Maybe it was typed in wrong. If you did I don't know. Maybe there's certain things with like a routing. Not retarded.com. Yeah, it goes right to it. So I don't know. Maybe I got to change one of the settings or something. But yeah, www.notretarded.com or just notretarded.com. Anyway, people will figure it out. But if they go there, that's where it's going to send them. One of the best shirts yet. Straight and to the point. Again, if someone gets offended because you use the word, you can't have that word. That word offends me. Just be like, no. This is not retarded. I know how you feel. I agree. Just tell them with all sympathy. Like, I agree. Using the word retarded is not compassionate, which is why I'm wearing the shirt not retarded. How are you going to get offended by it? How is that offensive? No, it's not retarded. I understand how the word retarded can offend people, but this is not retarded. We agree. We can be friends. Notretarded.com. Love it. Fuck yeah! Genius marketing. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just saying that's the argument. So I can't wait till people in the comments like, that's offensive. What are you talking about? This is not retarded. I'm literally agreeing with you. I'm literally saying this is not retarded. We don't use the word retarded. That's not a good thing. We don't use the word retarded. That would be retarded, but this is not retarded. You see what I'm saying? Good. We're in agreement. Fam, let's give away today's Swole card. Thanks for being here. # SwoleFam for a chance to win today's Swole Swole card. Isn't that fantastic? None of this is retarded. This podcast is not retarded.com. It makes me laugh. And I love it. I love it. Oh, we got a winner. Today's winner is Miss Melissa. Miss Melissa Ann. Congratulations, bees. Nerf herders. Miss Melissa Ann. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3272 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. Fam, we'll be back tomorrow for another amazing show. If you missed this weekend's episodes, we got Saturday and Sunday Swolosophy that are now available on Spotify. I know Pam was on there, left a comment. Make sure you leave a comment on Spotify, because if it's audio only and the Swolosophies are over the weekend, you can't comment on Apple Podcasts. I'm surprised that Apple Podcasts doesn't allow comments and stuff like that. Spotify is making it much more like a social network, which is great. So head on over to Spotify and make sure you listen over there. That way you can comment, and I read the comments and I respond to them if they are worth responding to. So I'll definitely give that a hearts or a thumbs up, and I'll respond if you ask a question or things like that. So make sure you leave a comment over on Spotify. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. Same thing with Rumble and YouTube. Thanks for being here, Beaches. Appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow for 3273. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. All drops are now available on papaswole.com and Swolenormous app. Go enjoy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Oh.
Need a straight jacket, cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and make